Hey, Fit Pros. Can you hear that? You hear that? How cool is that? You hear it? You know what that is? That is my new theme song. All right, tell me if you like it. I got theme music, y'all. How cool is that? Theme music, you hear it? Oh my gosh, I look stupid. Tell me if you like it. Give me a comment. How cool is that? I'm crying right now. I'm so happy about this theme music. Is that the coolest thing you ever heard? Okay, that's enough. That was a full minute. A full minute of me dancing. What'd you guys think of that? Whew, I am crying right now. So, Denise from Muscle Mixes has supplied the Fit Pro Show with our own theme song. It is royalty free. I don't have to worry about anybody being mad at me or getting in trouble. Oh my gosh, we got so many people joining. You guys, you missed the theme music. You missed it. Oh no. I'm going to play it again in a second. Yeah, we got our own song and it is royalty free. It was selected out of the music in the Muscle Mixes catalog that is made just for virtual. So literally, like, I just played that and I got teary-eyed. I am so excited about my theme music. So you guys, you ready to talk about this today? Today, we are going to talk about tweaking your mindset from being a pay by the hour, trading time for money mindset to being more forward thinking, more entrepreneurial, more growth minded. Y'all ready for this? Okay, I gotta stop crying about this theme music. You guys want to hear it one more time? Let's hear it. Are you dancing? Are you dancing? Give me some hearts. There are not enough hearts coming out. I am not stopping until I see more hearts. Come on. Give me some likes. Give me some hearts. Yes. It's so good. It's so good. I told them, y'all, I want something that is similar in mood to, yes, it's so good. Similar in mood to like Macklemore's Glorious, because that is what I dance to before I come on to get me like all excited. So that's what they gave me. They gave me a couple others. There were some gospel options. It was so cool. And that's the one I picked. And I am so excited about it. So that is called Rise Up. That is from the Muscle Mixes catalog. You guys are awesome. Hey, I saw an angry face there. What was that? Okay, y'all. So let's do this. Today, we are going to talk about tweaking our mindset, going from trading time for dollars to thinking a little bit more entrepreneurial about our career in fitness, right? That's what we're talking about. I've rearranged my room for you. I've got more like a studio setup going on here. Hey, Valerie. Off today, went to the Y. Whoa, you went to the Y? It opened? Whoa, y'all, our Y is opening on the 18th. So we'll see what happens with the schedule there. Okay. So speaking of which, speaking of going back to the gym, a lot of us are waiting for that call. We're like, hey, what is happening? And we know that call may be coming, especially if you are in the Southeast, because I don't know. There's something, the Southeast is kind of trying to open back up a little bit quicker. It may have something to do with the weather. I know here in South Carolina, a lot of our income is driven by tourism dollars. And so it was really important that we open up the restaurants and different things as quick as we could so that we could get, the tourists coming back when the summer comes. So we know we're waiting for that call, but we don't know what that's going to look like yet. So it could be that we get the call that, hey, you're going back to only teaching 3 classes a week. Hey, you're going back, but you have to clean for 45 minutes in order to be able to teach your classes. Let's hope that that's not what we're asked to do. But we don't know. We could be asked to wear a mask. A lot of us are not comfortable with that. When I did that poll in the group, it was like 5 times more instructors and trainers said, no, I am not comfortable wearing a mask to teach than the ones that said that they would. And that is just personal opinion. And I mean, there are some logistical issues there and some health issues, but, a lot more of us said, hey, no, I would give up my classes, or I would just do something else for a while. So we don't know what it's going to look like when we're asked to go back to the gym. And so I want you guys to stay with me. I'm really going to try to keep this session today around 45 minutes. That's been my goal for a while, and I tend to talk a little bit longer because I get really passionate with you guys. So I'm going to try to keep it at 45 minutes. Stay with me because we are going to go through this whole thing. I've got 3 kind of mindset tweaks. It's like a multi-step kind of mindset tweak that I've got for you. And then I want you guys, so at the end of 45 minutes, you will have 3 steps that you can make in your mindset that will switch you from kind of thinking about your career as pay for money or time for money only to starting to think about it a little bit more entrepreneurially, maybe being able to augment some of your fitness classes with some other things. So that's my goal. I want you to grab a sheet of paper so that you can jot down the 3 steps, and maybe I can get somebody here even to be like the note taker and put the notes into the comments. And that would be really cool. And that way we've got them all documented. So at the end of class, you will have those 3 steps. You'll have those 3 tweaks. And then we're going to talk about the Go Virtual Challenge. Did you guys see me talk about that yesterday? Let me know if you saw me talk about it. I know at least 1 registered member of the challenge here with me. So we're going to talk about that, you guys. It is going to be straight fire. It's going to be so good. It is going to get you guys off the fence. So Valerie's asking where my whiteboard is. So you guys, I turned around. I switched. The desk used to be on that wall, and now the desk is in front of the window, which brings all the natural light in on me, and then I don't have to do any light. And the whiteboard is right beside me now. So it's over here, and I'm on the other side. Okay, so y'all, I think what a lot of us learned from COVID is that we cannot rely on the gym or any kind of job to necessarily be the end all be all in our income. Did you guys learn that? Is that one of the big lessons that's coming out of this for you guys? I feel like we really got our asses handed to us in the last couple of months. We're chugging along. We really are serving our customers. We're doing a great job. Maybe you're the instructor of the month. Maybe you are the trainer of the year at your gym. And then all of a sudden, income stoppage, y'all. Oh yeah. So a lot of us are reevaluating. And some of us aren't. Some of us are just like, hey, when I get to go back to the gym, that's great. Some of us just look at this as extra income. And, that's great, but I do want you to be compensated even if it is just extra income. So I would like for all of us to take this opportunity, this pause, this ass handing that we have gotten, sorry for the cuss word. I would like for all of us to be taking it and really looking at it as an opportunity to reevaluate, what are we doing here? How are we looking at our career in fitness? And, for longevity, how do we make money here? So I think that's why you guys are following me, because you're thinking the same things, and these are the kinds of things that I'm talking about. I've got an entrepreneurial mindset. I've bootstrapped a business over the last 6 years. And so I come in front of you guys and I talk about these things, and you're with me because these are the things that are appealing to you. So COVID-19, we learned that in the information age, there is not a company that's necessarily going to take care of us during everything. And so we're looking for ways to start to take care of ourselves, or start to augment our income to increase our savings and that sort of thing. And maybe we're looking for more control. I think a lot of us would love to have more extra income, more control over what's coming in. A lot of us would like to be using these hours that we work, these hours that we are in front of our classes, that we are training clients, as more of an investment in our future rather than just time for money. And I think that even some of us who have been in the fitness industry for a really long time, I've been teaching for 26 years. And, the thing is, I make the same as somebody who's been teaching for a year or two. For most of my classes, except for the ones where I'm kind of the owner of the business, I'm making within $5 an hour of a person who has been doing it for 2 years. So, hey, does that suck? That sucks, right? That's no muy bueno. All right, so let's talk about using these years of experience as an investment into what we can make in the future. It can be done. I am not trying to turn every single one of you into a business owner or into necessarily like a huge entrepreneur, but I do want you to think a little bit differently about this, because we are in an information economy, and that means that every one of us has the opportunity to take all of the experience that we've got from the past, all of the knowledge that we've got in our head, and we've got an opportunity to document that knowledge, put it out there to the world, and let it make some money for us. All right. So today, as I was planning this talk, it was so cool because I went on LinkedIn and there was a meme there, and I didn't get to screenshot it because you know how sometimes like you're on LinkedIn and then it refreshes and then your feed is like the new feed before you get to do whatever you wanted with it. So I was there and there was this meme, and it was talking about exactly what we want to talk about today. And it was, I'm going to paraphrase, but it basically said, if I do something for you and it takes me a half an hour, and you're not paying me for my half an hour, you are paying me for the 10 years of experience that it took me to be able to do it in a half an hour. And that is exactly what we're talking about. Exactly what we're talking about. I don't have 15, 30 people coming to my 5:30 a.m. cycle class because it's a cycle class. They come because they know they're going to get a friggin' amazing workout. They know that I've invested time and effort into my playlist and my outline. They know what they're going to get, and they know that I have got the experience to give them an amazing workout, an amazing experience, and that's what they come for. An instructor that has been teaching for 2 years can also give an amazing experience, but there are differences, and I should be using that 24 extra years of experience that I have over that 2-year instructor as an investment in making a little bit more money. Make sense? Make sense, you guys? Are you guys jiving with this? Does this feel right to you? You guys, put in the comments how long you've been teaching. I want to see how long you guys have been at it. Because I know you're looking at me and going, geez, she is old, 26 years, good Lord. But it is true. It's true. I started teaching when I was 21. So nothing? Nobody's going to tell me how long they've been teaching? 1330. Nice, y'all. Really nice. So we talked about it, what, 26 years? I've got my notes here. See, they're on cards. So 26 years, I make the same money as a beginner within $5, right? I had the same income stoppage when COVID-19 hit. When the gyms closed and COVID-19 hit, it didn't matter how long you were teaching. None of us, I could be wrong. Tell me if your gym took care of you. Did anybody keep getting paid? Anybody keep getting paid for personal training or for teaching classes? If you kept getting paid, I need you to throw that in the comments right now. I want to hear about it. I am making the assumption that nobody watching this kept getting paid. Am I right? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about why I want to teach you guys this concept. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I've done this before, so it's the abbreviated version and just a little bit different information. So in 1989, I started making websites. I've been teaching since 1994. I took a long time to graduated college in 99 instead of 95 like I should have. And I started making websites. And so I was a studio art major, and that was kind of the next logical step from graphic design. And so I thought that this would be this great career because I saw it as a way that when I did start getting older and having kids, that I would be able to make a career from home. And that never happened. That I never found a company that was really advanced enough to put people at home. And so that never happened. And then what I noticed is that you go into a company, you do a website, you do a great job for them, you get all their kind of online marketing pieces straight, and then I don't know, in that industry, the jobs just tend to last anywhere from 2 to 5 years, but you're just seeing churn and not stability. And so I started to develop that mindset over the first 10, 15 years of my career, where I'm really realizing, hey, there's nobody that's really going to like take care of an employee like our parents could have expected. So, our parents, they worked at one job, they got a pension at the end when they retired, and then they were taken care of. We just don't live in that world. And you guys, if you don't agree with me, I would love to hear your thoughts. But that's where I came from in the IT world, in the information technology and the online marketing world. You're just not seeing that a company is going to kind of take care of you or that you're going to have stability. And so kind of went out on my own in a half-hearted way a couple times. My kids were small, not investing the time into it. And then my last job was with a government entity. And so I thought, hey, that is going to be stable. That's a government job. And what I found is that that's just not going to be the ideal either. And I think part of that is just that I am not built to have a job. I'm built to be an entrepreneur. And I think part of it were other things, but I didn't find the stability there either. And so when I went out on my own this last time, I said, that's it. We're burning the boats. We're never going back to a job. So burn the boats. bootstrapped a company in the last 6 years, which means that there was no savings in place. There was no taking a home equity loan out or anything like that. I have completely ate what I killed for the last 6 years. And that's how we built this company. And so I tell you guys that because I think that you guys are really similar to me, that you're wanting to kind of bootstrap. Like you guys you didn't save up and say, hey, I'm going to start teaching virtual classes in a big way. But I think I have a lot to offer you in terms of telling you how to build up a little side hustle or a full business without having that off to the side. So you are here because you want to make this shift, and that's what I put on that note right there. So let's talk about how to stop trading hours for dollars at the gym. Or maybe let's start talking about augmenting trading hours for dollars at the gym. However you want to do it, you may go back to the gym. You may find that you can't go back to the gym because your classes are cut, or you may just completely be switching your mindset right now. However you want to do it, the first step is to figure out what you're offering, right? So some of us are complete instructors. We teach a couple different formats. Maybe you teach Zumba and some yoga. Maybe you've got a different, a paid yoga format, like I think Pio is paid, right? Or Body Flow, of course, is paid. So maybe you've got a couple different things that you teach. I'm going to stop pointing at the screen. Okay. I want you to think about the thing that you do best, or the person that you love to teach the most. And I know we've talked about that a lot. And I want you to think about how you could start to serve that person online. So what I want you to do right now is maybe write down, step one is identifying your online offer, right? Your virtual session or virtual class offer. So write that down as step one. And then I want you to start thinking about, what is your virtual session offering? Are you going to try to emulate the gym's schedule and do maybe some cardio and maybe some strength and maybe a little bit of mind body? Or are you going to become known for one thing? So for me, this is how this is playing out, and maybe this can be helpful in thinking about what your online offer is going to be. So for me, I've decided online I'm teaching yoga. And so I've made a Facebook group. It's Yoga with Kelly, and I teach 2 classes a week. And so now I'm really starting to think, what else is there that I can start to offer them that will, when we go back to the gym, that they could keep this as like an addition to what I'm offering them at the gym. So now I'm thinking about, I like to shoot these little 30 seconds of calm videos, and maybe, so maybe I start to put those in the group. Maybe I do some meditation sessions. Maybe I start to offer in some mini classes, like 20-minute sessions and 10-minute sessions, so that when they've only got a few minutes, they can jump in and do something and get a little space and feel a little better. So what is your offer? Is it going to be you emulating exactly what you have been doing at the gym, or is it going to be you starting to niche down? And I would recommend that you look at starting to niche down. And that's the reason that I constantly am talking about find your one customer that you love to serve, and then serve that person over and over and over again. Because when you start to niche down, then you can start to become the instructor that's known for one specific thing. And that is the way that you start to build an online brand. So of course we can't go too far into audience building and brand building today, but that is your step one. And the goal from step one, now listen up, this is really important. The goal from step one is recurring revenue. So we're not talking about getting people in and saying, hey, pay me $5. Of course, that's like a level, 0.5. That is a start. That is a great start. You have broken the barrier. You've gotten your customer to open their wallet for you. And that is huge. That does not always happen. So that is a great, great thing to do. Get people to open their wallet for you, because once they open their wallet, then they're comfortable spending a little bit of money with you. And this is just kind of business psychology 101 stuff. So your goal with identifying your offer, however, is to think about recurring revenue. What can you do that you can sell as more of a monthly membership? Now, when we do the 7-day challenge next week, I will go into exactly how you can enroll people into a membership and what you're going to use, because I'm going to get really, really specific, like use this, set this account up, put it here, and take your money this way. But for now, let's just say that you're going to enroll people in membership. And here's why. You don't want to be every month thinking about how do I get X number of people into my program, or every class. You don't want to be like going into your live class and thinking there are only 4 people in this class. I'm not really paying myself for the time I'm putting into it. This is not where you want to be. You want to think bigger and broader. And so if you can get to where you have monthly subscriptions, if you can sell this off the bat from the beginning as a monthly subscription, then that gives you stability, and you are not in your reptile brain all the time thinking about how do I get X number of people in for, XYZ class. You're thinking more in terms of how do I elevate my brand? How do I bring more people into this group? How do I serve them better? So then you have got the freedom to think like a business owner and not an hourly instructor. Okay, so your goal with step 1, identify your offer for recurring revenue. What are you going to offer virtually? Maybe what are the add-ons and some of the extra things that you can put in there? And then what are you going to charge? So I made some other notes here. I said no single sessions. Don't be offering to put people's memberships on hold for any little bump in the road that comes along, like COVID-19. And offer only membership. So maybe don't even offer any other options. It's my offering is XYZ dollars every month, and that is what it is. Now, I am not doing that piece yet, because I had a lot of people coming out of the gym that need to see me online that always did the drop-in rate, and I make a little money on the drop-in rate, so I kept it there. And that's what I would suggest. If you are going to do a single session rate, your single session rate is a lot higher. So we're talking if your entire monthly membership for, let's say, 8 classes a month is $40, the drop-in rate is like $10 or $15. So it's painful to them to do the drop-in rate. That is your goal. That's what you want to do. Okay, so step 2. So if you're leveling up from what is my online offer, and then you're ready to go to that next step, then you start looking at what is my program? What is this 6-month program or this 12-month program that might have these little incrementing steps? But what you're looking at with a program is a transformation. So how have I helped people in the past to go from A to B? And maybe you have done it in the past and maybe you haven't, but I'm willing to bet if you are in the fitness industry, you have seen a client be here. Maybe I hate to talk about weight loss, because I think we get so stuck in weight loss. So we're not going there, y'all. I had a client that when I started teaching her in my yoga class, she walked like this. So she's an older lady, and she had the curvature in the top of her spine. She walks straight up and down now, y'all. Straight up and down. It is a joy to see. I cannot tell you, every time I see her, it's like tears. It's amazing. All of my people that I teach yoga to at the community center, who I now teach yoga to online, they bounce up and down off the floor. They are not in danger of falling over or losing their balance. So these are older members, and this is important stuff. So a transformation is not weight loss just because we are in the fitness industry. A transformation may be they pick their toes up when they walk, or it may be they can get up and down off the floor, or it may be that they wear 2 sizes lower in pants. But it doesn't always have to be the lose 50 pounds transformation challenge. So I just want you to think about taking these people from A to B, and then what is that transformation? And then let's start to format our offering into a program, because a program is a transformation, and a transformation is something that people are willing to pay for. So can you see now how it's different than just going into the gym and teaching for 25 bucks. We're talking about an online offering where we would have recurring revenue, and maybe that equals out to 25 bucks an hour. Hopefully that grows over time and equals out to more. And then we take that offering and we transition it into a program, and a program can be sold at a higher price. It is more rewarding for your clients to go through. It's more rewarding for you to teach. You're starting to elevate the way you're thinking about your career and yourself as a leader in your fitness classes or sessions. And you're starting to think of you're starting to transition into more of a coach, a business owner, a true transformational leader. All right, so you're offering transformation in step 2. You're thinking in terms of what is my program, and you're offering a transformation. So on your notes, y'all, if you've got your sheet of paper that I told you to get, and you write step 2, you're writing program, you're writing what is the transformation that I can offer. And the goal for that transformation, for that program, is committed recurring revenue. So you see that? Committed recurring revenue. So it's not just I've got 10 people signed up at 40 bucks a month. Now it's I've got 10 people signed up at 40 bucks a month, and they're committed for 6 months, or they're committed for 12 months. Now, here's the really cool thing about programs too, is that you can start to offer like a pay up front discount or pay up front incentive. We're not going to get into all of that here. But so if you're offering, let's say, a 6-month transformation, then you can say it's 40 bucks a month if you want to pay monthly, but it's only $300 if you pay for the full 6 months. And so it can be a way to generate a lot of revenue up front, which can really help you and give you options for different things that you want to do. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say about that for now. So step 3 then, step 1 was figuring out what you're going to offer online, starting to thinking about niching it down and becoming known for one thing rather than for just teaching like the full gamut of the schedule that the gym offers. Because that's not where our advantage is going to be with virtual classes. It's not going to be trying to emulate the schedule that they got at the gym. It's going to be in serving really specific populations. So start thinking about your offer. Number 2 was creating more of a transformation via a program that might be 6 or 12 months, maybe 6 weeks. It's really going to be very individual to what you're offering. And then step 3 is going to be starting to formulate a higher end offer. So if you get through step 1 is already going to take you out of your mindset of trading time for money, right? You're already starting to think a little bit more like a business owner, and you're starting to augment your income in a completely different way. By the way, if you're able to do that well, if you're able to find the way to become the person that's known for, 30 seconds of calm videos or whatever that offer is, then you're going to have more opportunities at the gym because people will start to see you as synonymous with that offering. And it is just going to elevate your brand in that way, your personal brand, this being my brand. All right, so then step 2 is a transformation, and then step 3 is a high-end offer. So that would be something like personal sessions, coming when we're allowed, coming to people's houses and maybe doing something with them once a week or twice a week. It's an individualized offer, and it's a kind of done for you, like where step 2, this transformation or this program is like a done with you kind of thing. This is more of a done for you kind of thing. It's very customized, very individual, and very expensive. Expensive, y'all. Expensive. This is not your transformation challenge that you do in a group. This is something that someone says, I need you to come to my house once a week. That costs money, y'all. I'm just going to say this. Sorry for the finger pointing. I'm just going to say this. When I first started out in business, I read The Lean Startup. And in The Lean Startup, they say that if an entrepreneur, a business owner, anybody that is in business for themselves in any way, shape, or form, cannot afford to do work for less than $100 an hour. And that is because you're not talking $100 an hour, 40 hours a week, or $100 an hour, 50 hours a week, or whatever it is. There's so much of your time, 80% of your time is in business building. 80% of your expenses are in business building. So you're only keeping like 20%. So if you charge $100 to go to somebody's house, then you get to keep like 20 or 30 bucks, right? And then the rest of it's going into insurance, all the time that you spend like doing social media posts or however you're going to promote yourself. And so for that session, you're really only going to make like 20 or 30 bucks. So what else do I want to say about that? I was talking to someone recently, and she was a yoga instructor, and her thought was she wants to do individual sessions, and she's going to go to people's houses. And she was looking at her competition all around town, and she's like, well, I can't really afford to charge more than 40 bucks because that's what everybody else is charging. And I said, friend, listen, if you're charging $40 to go to somebody's house and teach them yoga, and you've got your 200 or your 400 hour certification, you've paid thousands of dollars for that certification. Now you're going to get in your car, use your gas, use your time to drive to that person's house. You're going to be with them for an hour, and then you're going to spend a half an hour going home. So that's 2 hours plus that whole certification that you've paid for. And you're going to get $40 for that. You're making like maybe $5. So I don't care what anybody else in town is charging. And I'll tell you why. Because in 6 months, if they're charging $40 a session and they're going to people's houses, they're not going to be in business in 6 months. So it doesn't matter. You have to charge what you can, enough to stay in business. You have to charge enough that you are going to be there for your clients in the long run. And when you look at it like that, then it's more of a service that you're doing for them versus an expense. You're doing them a service by standing up for yourself and saying, I charge this much. And it's not, I can't afford to charge you any less, blah, blah, blah. It's, this is what it costs. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That just is what it is. So that's step 3 is the high end offer. Now, your goal with your high end offer is income augmentation. So if you've gotten to this point, my hope for you would be that when you identified your offer, that you kind of got your expenses covered, and that's kind of your base level. Like that's covering the base of your this business that you're building. Then the level 2 is really your core offer. And this is where you're going to start to go from just covering your base expenses to being able to pay yourself and to be able to really start to see some profit. And profit is where your goal for this whole business is profit. You're not just trying to pay yourself for the hours that you're spending. You're trying to turn a profit. If you're just trying to pay yourself for the hours that you're spending in your business, then all you've done is made a job for yourself. So we're looking further into the future into profit. And so that level 2 is where the profit starts to come in. Level 3, when we start to look at high-end offers, these are not stable. So we're not looking for these to fund the business or to fund our profit. We're looking for them to augment what we are already making. They're extra. They're not going to be as stable. So don't get comfortable just offering your high-end offer unless that's really your niche person. And then you make your high-end offer into your offering, and then you figure out how to make it into a program. Make sense? Okay, y'all. So those are the 3 steps. So on your notes that you took, you've got your level 1, your level 2, your level 3. Here is what I am doing right now in the group to help you guys along with this. I polled the group last week, and what you guys told me is that you are having trouble doing your first virtual session. Number 1 was because of technical and logistical issues. And then number 2 was because you don't know if you have an audience that you could really sell that to, or you don't know where to find that audience. You don't have access to them. So the technical and logistical issues were like the software, what do I use for my members, for my paywall, for my session delivery? And then how do I set that all up? How do I make it work together? And then for the audience, you weren't sure like who you're serving, where you're going to find them, how you're going to serve them. And so I see a lot of that information already in you guys. You have it, you just haven't pulled it out yet. And then some of it you need a little step-by-step instruction. So the technical and logistical stuff, you might just need some checklists and this is the software that we are going to use for this. So I have created a 7-day Go Virtual Challenge for you guys. Y'all, this is the thing that is getting me so excited. I enrolled some people in it yesterday. I'm looking to enroll you guys today. I am looking to invite you today. So let me tell you more about it. And let me just lead with this. It's super cheap. So don't be afraid of what I'm going to tell you as far as the price. So 7 days. We're going to kick it off on Friday, 90-minute workshop, 90 minutes. I'm going to talk for 90 minutes. If you don't like listening to me talk, don't join this challenge because I'm going to talk. Catherine, thank you for saying that. She says, I didn't even realize I was part of this group, but I really think I need this. Hey, Catherine, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, so 90-minute workshop, Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. We are going to literally step-by-step go through everything that I want you to do to set up your virtual classes, your virtual sessions, your virtual offering, whatever it is. I'm going to tell you where you're going to deliver the classes, what you're going to use to manage your members, how you're going to take your payments. I'm going to tell you all that stuff. And then you can set that up over the weekend, and then starting Friday, as soon as we're off that call, we are all in a a separate group. So it's going to be a challenge group, a 7-day challenge group that I'm going to put on Facebook. It's going to be private, and you can only get in if you have joined the challenge. So 90-minute workshop. We are in a challenge group. I am going live in the challenge group to teach to you guys every single day throughout this challenge. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to take a deep dive into one aspect that you guys might be tripping over or having trouble with. I'm going to take a deep dive into that aspect. And then by the end of this 7 days, you will have gone live at least once. You will, I'm sorry. You maybe not live, but you will have a virtual class out there. So you will have either recorded a class and you're selling it somewhere, or you will have a group and you're teaching to them. So you will have taught a virtual class. A week from Friday, you will have taught a virtual class. Everybody, give me some hearts on that one. You will have taught your first virtual class by next Friday, and you will have gotten paid for it. Okay? So that's the deal we are making when we take this challenge. This challenge is for you guys who are ready to get out there, get off the fence, and actually do some virtual teaching or session delivery. Yes, yes, yes. That is what this is for. This is for you guys who are ready to take action and you need just little spank, little kick in the butt. I'm your girl. I'm gonna give you that spanking. So 90-minute workshop, give you step-by-step all the instructions. You're gonna get everything set up. We're gonna go into a private Facebook group where we're gonna be able to ask each other questions. I'm gonna teach live on that group every day. We're gonna support each other. Hey, guess what? We are going to have some contests and challenges within that challenge group. So I just got confirmation this morning that I will have a head mic set to give away. And so here is what I'm going to do with that. Let me tell you, we're going to challenge on 4 different things within that group. The most referrals, so the person who brings in the most other people into the challenge is going to get a prize. The person who teaches their first virtual class the most quickly will get a prize. The person who earns the most during the challenge, so the person who gets paid for teaching the most classes from the most members, will get a prize. And I put most members. Oh, the person who has the most people committed to a recurring revenue, to a subscription with them, is going to get a prize. Isn't that exciting? I'm so excited. I'm getting all red. I'm so excited about this, you guys. I'm such a geek for you guys. Oh my gosh. All right. So the most referrals is the one that's going to win the head mic. So here's what that means. If you're going to join the group, did I put the link in here? You guys, let me get you that link and stick it in here. Okay. You can teach us to do all that. You had better believe it, girlfriend. I have been doing websites and all kinds of technology stuff for 20 years. And I have been in this group since the very beginning of COVID-19, telling you guys exactly what to do. So this is something where, if you went back and read if you watched every single episode of the Fit Pros show, you could piece all this information together, because I'm not holding anything back. It's not like I've got any secrets from you guys, but this is where you can go, and I'm just going to lay it all out for you, like step 1, step 2, step 3. And so on Friday at 1 o'clock, step 1, 2, 3, I'm going to give it all to you. So you're going to get a downloadable, and it's going to have everything. Here's what I want you to do. Over the weekend, you're going to set all that stuff up. Starting Saturday morning, I'm going to be going live in our virtual challenge Facebook group, and I'm going to be answering questions and going deep into some of the different things that you guys might be tripping over about going virtual. So that's the way that is going to work. And then the contests will start. The referrals are going to be right now. So you guys go out there and tell all your friends. My goal is to have 200 to 500 instructors in this challenge. And so that's a big number. And what I'm going to be doing is right now, I've only got it open to our Fit Pros Connect Facebook group. So the only people that know about this right now is us. And what I would love to do is just fill this with people from our Fit Pros Connect Facebook group. So what that means is that I need you guys to go. I've just put the link in the notes, in the comments right here. I need for you guys to go ahead and sign up. If you are ready to teach your first virtual class, if you're ready to get off the fence, get a kick in the butt, get the step-by-step and make this happen, go ahead and sign up. Y'all, it's $39. That's it, $39. There's not gonna be any kind of like add-on that I'm asking for, or it's in like my regular cart on my website. So it's not like some funnel where it's gonna try to sell you more stuff or anything. It's $39. So you go there, you sign up, you are in the workshop Friday. If you come to that workshop and you do what I ask you to do, and then you participate every day in the challenge group, then you will have taught your first virtual class by next Friday and you will have gotten paid for it. So that is my promise to you. If you show up and you do the work, you will get the results. So I need for you guys, all of you, everybody that's on this call, if this is something that you want to do, go sign up now. And I'll tell you why. Because after today, I am going to start promoting this to the other instructor groups out there. And not that there's anything wrong with the other instructor groups, right? But if we can get this filled with just Fit Pros Connect members, I'd rather do that. So I would love for this to be 200 to 500 of just us in there. And then after that, we might open it. Well, I mean, if I get that, then that's going to be it. We're not going to open it up to anybody. But if we don't get that by tonight or so, then I'll open it back up. I'll open it up to the larger community. That also means that if you have friends, other instructors, other personal trainers that you think you would like to have them in the group with us, invite them, because there is a field when you check out there that says referred by, and then they put your name in there, and then that's how I'm going to track who referred the most people. So whoever refers the most people is going to win that head mic set from Fitness Mics. So get this word out, take this link, give it to all your instructor friends. In a few minutes, I will take this video and I'll upload it to YouTube. And so you can share the whole video if that is helpful with your instructor and personal trainer friends. Okay, so hoping to fill it up with Fit Pros Connect members. You guys go right now, sign up. You will get the information for the webinar on Friday, and I'll add you to the Facebook group. And then we are going to go through this together, and by next Friday, so this Friday is the 15th, next Friday the 22nd, you will have taught your first virtual class, and you will have gotten money for it. Okay, you guys, what questions do you have? I said 45 minutes. We're at 53. I can't do it, y'all. I think I'm an hour talker. I think that just is what it is. Okay, so if you have no questions, if you're super clear, throw me some hearts up so they float up on my. Well, hello, Floyd Davidson Spence Jr. Good to see you. I would love to hear if you're teaching virtual. Are you doing anything right now? Okay, y'all. So thank you. Thank you for the hearts and the likes and the smiley faces. I love it, love it, love it. Ah, you guys are the best. Did you sign up? Do the hearts mean that you signed up? Go do it. Go do it right now. Go sign up. Let's get this filled up with Fit Pros Connect members, and then I don't have to go out to any other groups to get more members, and we're done. You're doing Cycle Online? That's pretty cool. I don't think I have anybody in here that's doing Cycle Online. I'm going to take your class, so I'm buying a bike this week. Okay, y'all. I think we're winding down here. Go right now, sign up for that challenge. We are going to do this. You're going to teach your first virtual class. You're going to make some money. Also, my peeps who have said that they're having trouble transitioning from free to paid, we will have information in this challenge for that as well. We're going to do a separate challenge for that soon, but we will have information. So, you know, it's so cheap. If you want to do them both, just do them both, and then you're covered. You may not even need that second one. So, okay. And Valerie, we will get you all of the help that you need. Okay, y'all. I am going to sign off unless you guys have any other questions. This recording will be available in the group. Thursday, we have a panel coming in. So this is really cool. We've got Denise from Muscle Mixes coming. Denise, did you see me crying about my theme song at the beginning of this session? You got to go back and watch that. So we've got Denise on the panel. We've got Eddie Lester, who is Fitness Mentors. He is really going to speak from the perspective of a personal trainer. And then we've got Amy Mewborn, who is, she works with studios. So she works with a lot of Pilates studios, and she's got a lot of experience owning Pilates studios. So she will speak from the perspective of a studio owner, and we're going to talk more about the future of our industry and what this is looking like as we are coming back from COVID-19. Okay, y'all, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Well, that's cool, Rocky. You go back and watch. It was good stuff. I think you're going to like it. All right, y'all, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.